This is not an animation. This isn't like the Fox football robot.
It looks like Star Wars to me, though.
Yeah, it's a little Terminator-esque, right?
Yeah.
But this is the Atlas robot, and this thing can now go out for a jog.
Look at that backflip.
I mean, you've
Looking
got to be in
Yeah.
pretty good shape if you want to outrun that thing or outflip it. Pretty good. So Boston Dynamics robot can now jog, do flips, and open doors.
You know what's amazing?
Is it over for us? Are we done as a human race?
I'm pro-science, I am pro-technology. I can't think of the scenario where you need a robot to run.
Or do a backflip.
Or do a backflip.
Let's just assume that it can. I don't think that's the function of the
It's
robot.
amazing what this robot could do a year ago. It's not even close to what it can do. So only imagine what it's going to be able to do a year from now.
This is how it starts. Like they learn.
We want
First
robots. They'll take care of our kids someday.
Now, if that is a possibility for us,
The robot nanny.
The robot nanny, I'm all.
New at 6, another futuristic innovation may be taking shape in a secret Silicon Valley site. An Amazon research facility in Sunnyvale reportedly has a secret mission involving robots.
Excuse me, are you filming me? To give you an idea of just how sensitive Amazon is about their lab, as we were shooting video on the public sidewalk, teams of security guards said we couldn't point our cameras at their property and called Sunnyvale police claiming we were trespassing.
Just so you know, he's filming audio and video too.
Awesome.
After consulting city zoning maps, Sunnyvale PD said it was indeed public property and allowed us to stay.
Cool, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bloomberg put out a report early this morning titled, "Amazon has a top secret plan to build home robots." Citing unnamed sources, they say the project has been dubbed Vesta, after the Roman goddess of hearth, home, and family. There are a lot of unknowns. Will it talk? What will it look like? And what will it be able to do?
Chloe, am I ready on my washer and cycle?
Remember Chloe from LG, the doomed home robot demo at the Consumer Electronics Show earlier this year? It went silent in front of a huge crowd.
Chloe, what's for dinner tonight?
It's a glaring example of how the technology is still in its early days.
We're becoming aware of how much data we give away without even realizing it. Our habits online can say a lot about our personalities, but when we're out and about, what does our behaviour in the real world say about us? Well, in the UK, we're all getting used to the fact that we're being filmed by CCTV a lot of the time, but although a human can tell a lot about a person just by looking at video footage, that is a really hard job for a computer to do. That said, this system is having a pretty good guess at who it's looking at right now. This kind of profiling of humans by computer systems has many uses, from this kind of anonymized retail analysis to other areas that might say more about us as people. One of the more controversial uses for AI is in policing.
Peterlee Police Station in County Durham, the early hours of the morning. The man pictured here in the station's CCTV, let's call him Steve, has been arrested for possession of heroin.
Arrested on suspicion of possession of a controlled substance.
Here in Durham, the police are trialling AI software which could help make decisions about suspects being held in custody.
Leave your shoes there and we'll just do a quick search.
After Steve's been processed, the custody sergeant will enter his details into a system called the Harm Assessment Risk Tool, or HART for short. It's an artificial intelligence tool designed to help custody sergeants make decisions about what to do with a suspect.
And this allows us to target the people in terms of our interventions that we've developed to make sure that they don't commit crime in the future.
Everybody that I've spoken to who works with the HART project is very keen to stress that the information that it provides is advisory only and that a human custody sergeant makes all final decisions. But the use of this technology in general is for some people a cause for concern.
This kind of artificial intelligence system in policing relies on big data, and that means that people's privacy is at risk, and it risks us moving more towards a surveillance state. But it also risks discrimination because patterns that exist in data already risk being perpetuated and repeated, and there's very little accountability over it.
And it's this data that privacy campaigners find troubling.
Experience data profiles individuals based on their postcode, their household, and even down to an individual level. And some of these kind of profile stereotypes include terms like disconnected youth, Asian heritage, dependent greys, and people are sorted into these categories. Now, that's bad enough. When that kind of profiling is being used to make decisions about freedom and justice in the UK, I think we really need to just put the brakes on and say, why are we doing this?
It's been revealed that the US National Security Agency collected over 500 million phone records of US citizens last year. That's over triple the number of 2016. And that is despite a new law limiting the spy agency's powers. The US Freedom Act bans the bulk collection of phone records and internet metadata, whilst also limiting government data collection to what is, quote, reasonably practicable. It does, however, permit the gathering of phone and text logs when a link to terrorism is proven. The recent increase in records collected comes in stark contrast to the concerns expressed last year by President Donald Trump.
I think that is a very big surveillance of our citizens. I think that's a very big topic, and it's a topic that should be number one, and we should find out what the hell is going on.